Welcome back to the show. Having spoken to so many authors over my career, I know how exciting it is for them when they get that first book. And I mean, listen, it's challenging, by the way, either self-publishing or getting a book published, so I have the greatest respect for authors. Emily Murray is one of those authors. She is the author of the Alixandria Fire Series.
Yes.
This is the first in the series, Dan and Danny, a novel. Welcome.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. Congratulations on this. So before we get to the book itself, tell me a little bit about your journey becoming a writer.
Sure. Well, if you look in my baby book, and my mother can attest, the list of jobs that I wanted to do was teacher, well, I'm a homeschooler,
all right,
farmer, I live in the country, writer, and then it stops.
That's it.
That's it. That's what I wanted to do.
You chose 3 things.
Yeah, chose 3 things.
I love it.
And I've managed to accomplish all of them now.
Can you bring that baby photo book in next time you come? I want to flip through it. We could show that. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, you've always wanted to be a writer. So did you start writing at a young age, or did it come later?
I did. I started writing little bits, but really where it planted a seed in my mind that perhaps, okay, this is a viable option for me. I can really do it. Is I entered a contest held through the Ottawa Public Library in 1997. So
97?
I'm dating myself there.
But you were a young person, because that's the Awesome Authors Contest?
Yes,
okay.
it was.
We've had winners on the show in the
there you
past.
go. You got another one, because I won my division.
So you won.
I did.
Nice.
Now, the reason why that's important is because I had just published this, and I thought, I wonder if this contest is still going on. So I contacted them, and they invited me back as a guest speaker at their awards ceremony.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a full circle
that?
moment.
No kidding. And I mean, you must, look at the young people there in the room and just thought to yourself, wow, they could be in my position one day.
They really could.
Right?
There's nothing to stop them. No reason they couldn't.
What I find interesting is right away you decided you're going to write a series. Tell me about that decision.
I love investigating the larger story. Now, this series is a collection, or will be a collection of individual stories, in that each book will center on a different relationship. So you don't have to have read the first one to understand the other ones.
Okay.
Please do. Please read them all. Please buy them all.
Well said. Yeah.
Thank you. But I can't just stick to one story. I like to see the other perspectives. I like to investigate the other lives. Everything that you experience can be an inspiration, something you see in passing, something personal, and that'll just branch out into the magic of the story.
So what is the inspiration for this particular story?
This came to me because my name is so, sorry, I covered my microphone. Because my name is so common, it's always a surprise to me when people get it wrong. So you go to a coffee shop and you say, my name is Emily and I'd like X coffee, and they're like, okay, Amy. Well, that's not my name. So I thought I'd do a twist on that.
Okay.
Because my characters, Danny and Danny, have the same name. Well, the coffee shop got it right, but they mix up the coffees.
I see.
Romance, chaos, sparks. Will they crash and burn?
So this is a romance.
It is a romance.
Okay, Danny with an I and Danny with a Y?
Yes.
Right? So can you tell me about each of these characters? Like, what are some of their personality traits?
Sure. So Danny, the girl, is a kindergarten teacher, and she's freshly moved to the town of Alexandria, which is a small town. She's from Toronto.
Okay.
So she's learning...
Is this a fictitious town? Alexandria?
Well, yes and no.
Okay.
I did make the unique spelling choice to add an I. However, I do live in the town of Alexandria, which is about an hour away.
Okay.
So there's a lot of inspiration that I've pulled from the town that I live in. So if you know it in any respect, you'll be able to recognize some of the places that I described.
So that's the female. Tell me about Danny, the male character in the book.
He's a firefighter.
Okay.
And all that comes with it.
What does that mean? Is this a little racy novel?
Oh, no. It's very friendly. Actually, I have a widespread readership, which was a bit surprising to me, because when you write a book and you want to market it, you think of your target audience, which is selfishly myself.
Okay.
I want to read this.
Right.
However, I think the youngest person who's picked it up and loved it was around 20. And at the other end of the spectrum, I think they were around 88.
Okay.
So it has a large, widespread audience, which is just fantastic.
Can you walk me a bit through the storyline? So now we know the characters. Obviously, it's a romance. The storyline brings them where in this relationship?
So each character...
I don't want to give it away either.
I'm
right?
not telling you any spoilers.
All right.
Each character has their own arc or things that they have to overcome and grow. So with Danny, it is coming to grips and moving on from a past relationship, the girl rather, and Danny boy, he has to heal from the loss of a loved one.
I see. Do you create characters from people you've met in your life? Is there a little bit of you in there? Is there a little bit of other people?
I think every author is going to imbue the story or the characters with a little bit of themselves, but I won't tell you what.
Okay.
And one of my favorite things is when readers come to me and say, oh, I think I know who this is based on.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's fun when they either recognize parts of themselves or they think they do.
So you're obviously very ambitious because you've got a lot of book signings coming up. Let's go through it. Let's go through a few of them here. What have you got coming up?
Well, one of my dreams as a young child and continually is to be in Indigo Chapters, the bookstore, and I am.
Oh, congrats. Nice.
Yay,
Good
me.
for you. Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, I know.
It's a huge deal.
I did my very first signing at the Barrhaven location on my birthday.
Okay.
In the summer,
That's a great
so that
way to
was
celebrate.
a red letter day for sure. So I have 3 signings coming up in November, one in Pinecrest location, one in Barrhaven again, and one in the Gloucester location.
Is all that on your website? Can people find that?
Yep, it's going to be on my website. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm very active. I like to share all the things all the time. And definitely one of my favorite things to do is to meet people who either want to read my book, have read my book, have questions about writing. All the people, it's my favorite.
Excellent. For people that can't make it perhaps to Indigo, I'm sure they can get the book online as well,
Yes,
Emily?
it's through Amazon. You can get the ebook.
Okay.
Or the paperback, you can order it. And as we talked about, locations are always updated on my website where and when I'm going to be.
Fantastic.
And maybe I'll be somewhere near you.
All right. Well, I'll tell everybody at home at the end of the show, I have an opportunity to wrap things up, and I'll give you all the dates for those Indigo signings. So thank you so much, Emily. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.